This is RM471. Now today we were supposed to be doing just a routine safety inspection on this bus, but when we've moved it this morning, we've noticed a large amount of oil on the floor under the engine. Now the bus has been standing in our unit for about a week, so it's not unusual sometimes to see a little bit of oil on the floor when they've been standing for so long. But this amount of oil was more than usual. So we've lifted the bus up in the air, and as you can see, the engine is very wet underneath. So we need to find out where this oil is coming from. Clearly this bus cannot go back out on the road until we resolve this problem. So keep watching. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this and we'll be able to fix it.
So we found the problem, and it looks like it's the crankshaft oil seal that's leaking, which is sending oil down here, and as the bus is running and going along, the oil is coming back underneath the sump of the strainer box and right back over onto the rear engine mounts. And that's obviously not good news, because we like everything to be nice and dry. So it's not a small job, because we've got to take the grill off, drain the water, take the radiator off, take the fan off, take the alternator pulley off, and then we can get at the seal and then do the reverse to put it all back together.
So what does a crankshaft oil seal look like? Well, in this tin we keep all of our oil seals that we've ever needed to use on a Routemaster bus. So what have we got in here? Well, we've got all sorts of shapes and sizes. Here's a big one. That one there is off the rear hubs. We've got some slightly smaller ones from the fronts. In this bag here, they are gearbox piston seals. They tend to go from time to time. So I always carry a stock of piston seals. And then here in this bag are the seals that we've been looking for. So these in here, if I can get one out, that is a crankshaft oil seal. That's all it is, just one of those. Now, these are imperial sizes, obviously, and our supplier, and most suppliers, typically don't stock imperial sized seals anymore. So I always carry these in stock because whilst our supplier can get these, it's a couple of week delivery, and of course when we need them that day. So I've got two in this bag. I'm going to be using one today. That means I'm going to be down to my last one. So after we've done the job on RM471, I'm going to be getting onto the supplier to order a couple more. So that is what we're going to be changing. To get to the seal, as you know, we've got to take a whole load of stuff off the bus, and for that we need some pretty heavy duty tools. First of all, you're going to need a 60mm socket. That's going to release the retaining nut at the end of the crankshaft, and then everything is tapered on the end of the crankshaft. So to get them off, going to need some pretty heavy duty pullers. Some big tools is what you need when you play with big buses. See this? Old style Routemaster radiator, original.
I mean, these trousers today, I got, I mean, grease from when I dropped that grease tube on me, oil from underneath, and now blooming antifreeze.
Ooh, and now something else.
And now something else. We need to order some more cloths and all, don't we?
Yeah. Now I'm not sure if you can see this. If I get out the shot, it might focus on how bad. Look at that. That is on its last legs. Woohoo! Good job we changed these when we did.
So the next job is removing the radiator fan. Now there's no quick way to do this because you can't get the spanner all the way around, you can't get a socket in there, and there's not enough room for a ratchet spanner. So you just have to slowly wind each of the 4 nuts off. It's quite monotonous, but we'll get there. That tight. Nothing's that tight, is it? It's something loose. Whoever put this together didn't have very big muscles. Everything's been loose. Didn't take much coming off, did it?
No.
It's a lot of work just to change a seal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't be one of their best. I think it's because you're sort of scared of putting that on there and winding it off towards your face, don't you?
Yeah.
Sort of just don't feel that. So, as you can see from all the oil around here, this seal's obviously been leaking for quite a long time. Anyway, we've got the pulley off, and now we're back to the seal. We can take this housing out and change the seal on the bench. That's the end of that.
What?
It's split at the back.
Is it?
Yeah. Like that. That is the end of that, as they say. I reckon what they've done is they've put that in as they've put the sump together, haven't they? Mm. It's probably crushed it here.
Just when everything was going okay.
We might be lucky if we're very lucky.
Yeah, it's coming now.
There you go. Thank God for that. I had visions of having to, because once it had gone, the only way you get it is to drill it out.
Yeah.
And then we would have to drill it out and take the strainer box out again to get rid of all the.
I've got a spare one of them knocking around, haven't I?
There is one hanging about somewhere.
But where?
But where?
But where?
But where?
Looks like it's Dave's job to go and find it.
That's always the problem in here, isn't it, Dave?
Yes.
But where?
Where the fuck is that?
We've got one of these.
But where?
We have a vacancy open for a storeman. If you'd like to come and categorise everything.
But you do need to be organised. Not up on any of these shelves, is it?
Or in that toolbox that we can never find.
This man is a genius. He took me right to it, and it's even got a gasket seal there. It's probably knackered, but...
Who's a genius?
You. By saying it's not in that toolbox that we can never find.
But we found the toolbox that we can never find.
It took us a while, but we did find it. That was a couple of months ago.
So that's the old seal removed out of the replacement housing. We'll clean that up and put the new seal in. So now we've got the seal on and we've cleaned everything up. We're going to put some sealant around here because the O-ring's worn down and sadly we haven't got new O-rings. And then push it back in. There we go.
Hopefully never to leak oil again.
Not for a while. So now it's time to do the reverse of everything we've just done and put everything back together. They're all facing back.
Right, okay.
If there's two belts, it forwards and one with it.
The letters on the belts, they've got to say face the same way, according to Tim.
I don't like them because then I can't sleep at night.
OCD. Right, hang on. Your Jubilee clips are on that one.
So, that's the crankshaft oil seal all finished. The grill back on, the radiator back on, so all we've got left to do is fill it up with coolant. We use a 50-50 mix, so I'll go and top the watering can up and start filling.
Well, there you have it, another productive day here at Routemaster for Hire. So far, that crankshaft oil seal, it seems to be holding up, but of course time will tell. We'll well and truly keep an eye on it over the next couple of months, and of course we'll keep you posted. If you've enjoyed this video, remember hit that like, give us a thumbs up, and if you've not done so already, please subscribe, we'd love to have you along. From me and Tim, thanks for watching, until next time, bye bye. This is RM1214. No, not. This is RM471. I don't even know my own bleeding buses. Right.
You haven't told me what I'm saying yet.
I did. You weren't listening before, were you?
Every time.
Do you want to open the shutters so you're warm enough?
We're having a new one of these made as well. secret for an upcoming video.
Just so you know, that's not a Routemaster exhaust. It's an RT one. Shh. That'll be in another video.